Okay, good evening everyone and welcome to our Tuesday evening training call. I'm so excited to welcome you all for this call because we have a new presenter. So Christine Cotter is a Pro 2 and I will introduce her a little bit further down the track, but we're just going to go through a few announcements to begin with, a few updates. So I'll just share my screen really quickly here and bring this up. Just give me a thumbs up, you can see that okay? Yeah, awesome, cool. All right, so a big welcome to our newest distributors just in this past week. So we've got Robin, Sherry and Marie. So welcome to the team. I haven't checked, hopefully a few of you are on this evening. We do these Tuesday trainings every Tuesday night. And these are to keep you connected with the team, which is an extremely important thing, particularly in the situations we're all in at the moment where we're all social distancing and isolating. So jumping onto these Zoom webinars not only gives you that little bit of personal touch, but it keeps you connected with the team. And I promise you that by staying connected with the team, it will help you so much on this journey. It really does. And we're all here to support and help each other. So please jump on every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. There's always somebody here to give you some wonderful information, upskill you, and give you what you need to succeed in this business. So what's coming up to help you build your business? So over the next week, we've got a number of things on. Of course, every Tuesday night's our training call. This is for distributors only. However, we do also like to open it up occasionally. So if you have somebody who is really considering this as a business opportunity and you'd like for them to just get a bit of a feel for what we do, that you are welcome to invite them on and allow them to hear what our trainings are like. We also have tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's 2 p.m. for New Zealand. We have our South Pacific Success Training. So this is put on by corporate and they get top quality speakers each week. Sometimes we do also get external speakers come in. We had Grace Howell last week. She was phenomenal. This week we've got Dr. Sean McKee. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her at Pro 5 Summit. She was there with her husband who had qualified for Pro 5 Summit because of course she's obviously a bit higher up, but he had then qualified, so she was there with him. We've also got Madeline Crowe. She's a Pro 6 in Australia, and Estelle and Andre Ortel. So they're also there to give you all of the best that they have over an hour long training. It doesn't go longer than an hour. They keep it strict on an hour. And so it's high quality. Please be on there live because although these are being recorded, the recordings are not being released quickly. So they have to go through compliance, which takes a little bit more time. So just mute those ones. Okay, so, oh, sorry, skipping way too far ahead. And also we've got our presentations this week. So every Thursday evening we have an opportunity presentation put on by either Janelle, Talita, Sarah or myself. And we also occasionally bring in guest speakers as well. So please get your guests on. That's every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Just gonna mute you, Lenise. That's it. So please get your guests on for those presentations. It's full opportunity, so you get all the product information plus the business information. This Wednesday, tomorrow evening, I'm also doing the Australia-wide presentation. So both of these flyers are in our distributor group. If you have trouble tracking them down, please ask your next Pro 5, or you can reach out to myself if you're still having trouble and I'll tag you in those. But both invitations can be used to send out to guests, get them on to hear the information. Okay, and then this Saturday, an extra event. This is at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this will also suit your American contacts. If you've got people in New Zealand, it'll be 12 p.m. But please get them on. This is Maria Williams, our very own Maria Williams, Pro 9, as well as our beautiful Kerry Christie, Pro 7. So these two ladies, they've had a lot of practice at presenting. They have phenomenal stories, both of them, and that will be an excellent presentation to get all of your guests onto. And a great time over that weekend as well for those people who might be working through the week or can't get on in the evenings. All right, so we are introducing our daily bonus. So if you are a Pro 3 Plus, we now have daily pay. So The only requirement is that you are Pro 3. So even if you have hit it once and you aren't hitting that point yet, you'll still see this daily pay in your back office. And when you enroll customers, distributors, that bonus that we get when we initially enroll people, that is paid within 24 hours into our hyper wallet, and it will show in your back office. So this is a new introduction from corporate. It is a possibly first off in our network marketing arena. So there's not many places that will offer that daily pay, and the company fast tracked this to support all of our distributors who at this current time we really need that money as soon as possible. So the company's not hanging on to it, they're passing it out as soon as they possibly can, and that's through daily pay. One little thing I just want to mention for people: as a Pro 3, you would expect that you would have 200 PV consistently every month regardless. But if you are perhaps hit Pro 3 and haven't hit it in a long time, and you're not always on that 200 PV, I just want you to keep in mind that because this is now daily pay, they will look back on your previous month. And so you need to have had that 200 PV in your previous month or already for the month to get that instant pay. So please just be mindful that you always end the month with your 200 PV in your own personal order to ensure that you don't miss out on bonuses. Previously, when bonuses were paid weekly, you'd have that full week to make sure you had that PV, but now you need to be making sure you've had it in your previous month, because that's when they will look back. They'll look back within 6 weeks. Okay, the next one is our Magic May and June promotion, corporate promotion, where you can earn extra cash. This is the biggest cash bonus in history of LifeVantage, and it is very generous money. So all for reaching new ranks, so from Pro 3 and above, returning to a rank at Pro 3 or above, or mentoring your team to reach or return to those ranks. So this is an incredible opportunity to earn some extra cash. If you are motivated, this is achievable. We have people that join this business hit Pro 3 immediately. Now, it does take work. I'm not telling you it's easy, but it can be done. And if you are serious and you want these things, then you need to reach out to your support network and work on a strategy. I love putting together strategies. I always tell my team, you know, if you want to work on a strategy, we can brainstorm, we can come up with some ideas. And, you know, this is really something worth running for because it is achievable, and working together makes it even more achievable. And then our last announcement for this evening is the launch of NAD, woohoo, for New Zealand. Hopefully Australia is not too far away as well, but this is a really exciting time. May 30th, there will be a webinar with Dr. Brian Dixon. Now, this webinar is for New Zealand distributors and their guests. It's a full presentation. We do have our Pro 5 and above that will get an invitation as well, and they will be able to pass all the information on to the team. We will get that to you. But because we are limited in numbers and it is launching in New Zealand, it will be New Zealand focused. This is for New Zealand guests and distributors at this stage. But hold tight, because you will get all of that information yourselves if you're in Australia. Okay, so I'm just going to stop my share there. And now I'm going to be introducing, I was going to do a little bit of training tonight, but I thought, do you know what? After speaking with Christine and her sharing with me what she has collected, I'm like, that's it, girl, you're doing a lot of it. I'm done. I'm presenting 4 times this week, and you've got way more goodies than I've got at the moment. So just to tell you a little bit about Christine, she is a mum of 5. She is in Gracemere, or close to Rockhampton. Her children are grown up, moved out of home now, and when she decided to join this business, that was it. She'd made the decision and she took action immediately. She was a pace setter Pro 2 in her first month, and she has consistently done her daily method of operations. She's set up her pages, she's posting every single day, she's interacting with people. But on top of all of that, so those are the things that you might be seeing on Facebook, but on top of that, she's invested so much in herself as well. She's done a lot of courses, a lot of training. She is in Frazer Brooks's inner circle which means she is getting exclusive one-on-one training with him. And my goodness, tonight you're in for an absolute treat because she's got some real gems. So Christine, I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to hand it over to you to give us all your nuggets. Can't wait.
Thanks, Gillian. That's awesome. Thank you. Hi, everyone. And some of yous I've met, some of yous I haven't. So I'm just going to share my screen first and get that started straight away as soon as I find it. I should know how to use Zoom now. Share. Okay. All right. So I am basically duplicating, which is what we get told to do all the time, is within our team is let's duplicate. We want someone to join, we'll duplicate. I'm not here to teach you how to suck eggs. All right. So some of you might know how to already know some of this stuff, but this is stuff that I've learned and stuff that I'm doing, so that I'm hoping that you can get a little bit of the information that I'm still teaching myself to do every day as well. So I'll just put this on the big screen. So it's mainly focused around social media. Most of us are on Facebook, I'm gathering. And it's thanks to Frazer Brooks, of course, because this has all come from his inner circle that I have paid for to be a member of for the next 12 months to hopefully launch my business like skyrocketed, because I'm just super passionate and eager to, and I can already see where I'm going to be. All right, so I'm going to start with a little bit about me and my motivation, why I am where I am now. So I am a mum of 5, like Gillian said, all grown up. So there's some random pictures. To get a picture of all 5 of my kids now after they all start leaving home is impossible. I'm a grandmother of 3 little kids. As you can see here, I have 3 grannies as well. So this is Nathaniel, my eldest, Zach, and Bailey, Monique, and Rodney. So I became a single mother a fair while ago now, about 15 odd years ago. So I was raising all these kids on my own. So I'll try and be as brief as I can. My ex-husband had a heart attack. I became a scaffolder, rigger, crane operator, because I thought I needed a bloke's job to earn a bloke's money to support a sick husband and 5 children. So I did that. So I went and got a job as a scaffolder, rigger, crane operator in construction. I had a workplace incident, hurt my hand, nearly didn't make it home to my 5 kids. That freaked me out. So I looked at what I can do to move forward. I went and got a degree in OH&S, so in occupational health and safety, while I went to work and raised my 5 children on my own. After I finished that, I had a break and did a diploma for a year. And then I thought, I'm going to do a master's degree. So I went and did a master's degree in advanced safety science practice while I kept going to work and raising my 5 kids, which was crazy, busy. So I've always been motivated to keep going, to make sure I provided for my kids and do the best I can. I met Gillian, and she had these products I'd never seen before. And I went, oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. I got a couple of little brochure things off her and stuff. And I just spent like the next 9 months. I can't believe it now. I'm like, why did I wait so long? Anyway, 9 months, and I just did my own research. Being that I spent the last forever years at university, that's all I seem to know how to do is research stuff. So I did that. And I just thought, you know what, it's going to happen. She sent me an email and I had some discounted products and I went, oh, this is it. I'm going to become a customer. So I did that, and then I thought, stuff it. After a couple of months, I just ended up being a distributor and jumped all in. So I am not scared of hard work, as you can tell from what I've just said. I push myself more than anyone else can push me, and I'm determined to get to where I know I can get to. And the opportunity that I saw with LifeVantage was just unbelievable. And the amount of people I could help. I already help people every day in my job with workplace health and safety. I want to keep them safe. I want them to come home and be with their families. So this was just perfect for me. So that's a bit about me and my motivation. So I will now get on to this. Okay, so what you're in for. So this is what we're going to do, and I'm pretty excited because normally I'm talking about safety all the time and risk assessments, and sometimes it can get boring even though I love it. So the first bit is whoop in the group. Now, Frazer calls it whoop or poop. So I changed it a little bit, like when you duplicate, you twerk it a little bit to suit your group. So this is whoop in the group. Next one, 10 truths about network marketing, 4 different types of social media posts, and then the shipping business. Okay, you're probably wondering, what the heck, shipping business? Anyway, we'll get to that when we get there. So the first one, whoop in the group, is actually an activity that I want us all to do. I've actually done mine, but I want us all to, whoop, I'll go back quickly. So it's about wish, outcome, obstacles, plan. That's what the whoop stands for. All right, so get your pen and paper out. So I want you to write down a nice big whoop at the top of your page. Now, some of this stuff you'll do afterwards, and I really think that if we can, and if you're comfortable with doing your whoops, that at the end of tonight or whenever you get a chance to finish it, we can post them into our little, Jillian, you might jump on for a sec, into our messenger maybe, or where would you want, where?
Into the distributor group. If you even want to drop your whoops into the thread that talks about Tuesday training where the link was, just drop it in the comments there.
Yep, okay, cool. All right, so we can do that. So the first thing was we're going to talk about wish. So you need to write this down. So what I want you to think about, and I don't look like a genie, but I want you to think that I'm your network marketing genie and that you're rubbing my lamp and that I'm coming out and I'm saying you don't have 3 wishes, you've only got 1, and it has to be a good one. So I want to know your absolute true wish from the business. So this ends up like being your why kind of thing. So, and you can't move on to the rest of it until you've done this. Now, for example, and I'll read a little bit of mine out, I don't mind. So my first thing that I thought of, I just did what come to my head, was pay off my debts. I really would like to be debt-free. But you need to say why. Well, so pay off all my debts, why? I want to be debt-free. Why? To put money on my bus. Some of you have seen my bus that I put in the back of my background on Zoom. Why? To live a simpler life. Why? You just keep asking yourself why until you get to that main wish of mine is making memories all over Australia and enjoying life with my family. That is my true why. Okay, that's my true wish. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for that wish bit. All right, the second one is outcome. So outcome is, what's the outcome of when you get granted your wish? Make sure it's not logical answer, but it's an emotional one. So we don't want a logical answer. Okay, my wish is to pay off my debt and my outcome is I'm going to be debt free. That's not going to be, this genie ain't granting that wish. So it needs to be emotional. Once you've connected with emotion, you're more than likely going to end up striving for it more because it means more to you. So your outcome is going to be, whatever that main reason is. So when I get my wish, I will feel so free and relaxed and excited that I can enjoy my life anywhere, making memories with my family. Now, it could be very similar to your wish, your outcome. Okay. All right. So that's the first 2. Obstacles is the next one. So now you know what your wish is and what your outcome will be. Why haven't you got it? Or what do you think your obstacles are going to be to get to that point, to get your outcome? So a couple of mine is I get distracted easily. So I can focus, and sometimes if something else happens, I can get distracted easily. Information overload. I want to learn everything today. I don't want to learn it over a certain time, and that's an obstacle for me. My expectations of myself are too high. That's an obstacle. So you really need to write down a list of obstacles. It really only needs to be altogether a page or 2 pages long. I've got 1 page for the whole lot. Okay, so write your obstacles down. The next one is your plan. So what is your current plan to get your wish, your outcome, and to get over your obstacles? So if you don't have a plan, write down you don't have a plan and put it in the group, and then you can talk to your upline or someone else in the group that can help you work out a plan. We're all a team, we can all work together. So a couple of mine that I've put down is to be committed to staying dedicated to the business. So that's my number one, is being committed to the business. Making time every day to focus on the business. So every single day, even if some days I'm super busy with work, I've done a 10 or 12 hour day, I sit on the toilet, I take my phone and I will FAM someone, or I will post something, I will do something. I never go a day without doing something that's going to help me in my business. So that's the plan. So that's it, the Whoop. So I can't see myself, I can only see Jillian. So, but if you can see, I've got Whoop highlighted and I've just got one page. That's my Whoop all in there. And that is really that helped me a lot, and I go back and look at it. So that's like the second page in on my Frazer book that I have, and that's the Whoop. All right. Okay. The next one is 10 truths about your network marketing business. All right. So I've just got them all listed there. Some of you might already know some of this, but block out the haters. And what Frazer has said is, you know what? Love the haters. Like if someone's hating on you, then you go, yay, I must be doing something right because they're jealous of what I'm doing. That's how you look at that. So block the haters. People will always hate on you no matter what you do. It's right for you. Do what's right for you. That's the main thing. All right, next one. You do not need to have the best upline, to have the best business, to have the best of sex. You need to take responsibility for yourself. So we have awesome upline, so we really don't have to worry about that. But some people may think that, oh, okay, my upline's not doing this for me, or they're not helping me do such and such, or they've taken too long to answer a question, or whatever it is, whatever you may think that your upline's not doing what you think, but it's your business. So everyone's there to help, but you need to take responsibility for yourself. At the end of the day, you made the choice to join the business. It's your responsibility to grow it and move it forward. Okay, so you can be a loner and an introvert and still build your business. So I do not know enough people should never come out of your mouth, or anyone in the team. So there are billions of people on Facebook. If you don't use Facebook, if you use Instagram, there are millions of people out there that we have opportunities to speak to every single day. So saying you're a loner is not an excuse. Okay, do personal development every day. Everything starts in the mind. Now, I've always done personal development over my life, in my life, but since now joining LifeVantage, I have really done a lot more. There's a little group thing, accountability message group, that we've got some different meditation stuff and that. And there's been some really good, mindfulness and meditation and different things from YouTube. Now, I found one that was sent really early on when I was invited into the chat from Abraham Hicks. Oh my God! I listen to her every day. I've never heard of her before. It was a 10-minute little session. I listen to it every single morning, and it's about, today is a good day. Today is a very good day. And it literally states this and talks about all the things about the day. And I totally love it and listen to it every day. That's just my thing. You might find something else. Today I looked outside the box and I thought, what can I do while I'm sitting in my car for 30 minutes driving home from North Rockhampton to Gracemere? So I did a search on, and I don't know what made me think of it, drive home affirmations. Driving your car affirmations. I literally put that in the bar, and there was a 14-minute driving home meditation, piece of YouTube. Come out a bit funny then, but that I listened to, and it talked about, you know, sitting up straight in your car seat, and the way that you're holding the steering wheel, like you don't hold it like a kamikaze, relax and breathe. Like, it was so good. By the time I got home, I was so relaxed, and I'd forgot I was even at work. Like, it was so good. And I didn't think that was going to be possible, because you still, you know, got to be really aware of yourself. So that was that. Okay, next one. Scrolling on social media does not make you money. Be a creator, not a consumer. So literally sitting there, you're on Facebook and you're scrolling and you're reading everyone else's things is not doing you anything. So be a creator, get on there, actually use that time that you're on Facebook and you're scrolling, or whatever social media you use. And even if it's sending an emoji is still commenting on someone's post. It's still something. Just put something on, you know, post a really simple post about what your day's been like, or something, anything like that. So use it, you know, every possibility you can. Okay, next one. Talk is cheap. So never tell anyone to do anything you would not do yourself. So all this stuff that I'm telling you here, I've learned from Frazer's course, and I'm not sure if anyone else is in the inner circle or not, but I'm doing exactly this. So I'm not here to, like I said, teach you how to suck eggs. I'm actually doing this stuff as much as I can every single day. Okay, the last few for this one. So focus your energy on helping people change their life. So it's not all about you. So the more you help others, the more it will help you. And that is so true. It's just going to happen. The more that you are willing to help others and give to them, it's going to come back tenfold. So, and it's not going to happen overnight. I helped 10 people today. I did this, this, and this. I better get something tomorrow. That's not how it works. So just naturally be a giver, and everything will come back to you in some way or form. And you might be surprised. It might be that, you know, someone just buys you a cup of coffee in the line at the, you know, and in Macca's or wherever your favorite coffee shop is. And it might be just something as simple as that. It's like, wow, I've just got a cup of coffee for free. So it's that simple. Okay, never beg anyone to get rich with you. So if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. Don't beg them to be rich with you. And, you know, and also under promise and over deliver. So don't say, oh, you know, join this business, you're going to be a millionaire, or you can reach Pro 8 in your first 6 months, or whatever, to try and get them there. Don't bother doing that. Just tell them, you know, just give them the truth. Tell them the truth and under promise stuff. And then once it becomes real for them and they see the value of being in LifeVantage, then they're going to be like, my God, you didn't tell me this. You didn't tell me I was going to get this or do that. Or you didn't tell me how good the team was, whatever it is. So, all right, that's that one. So number 9, if you're not open for business, then someone else is going to take your business. So if you're not working on your business every day, that's a day that someone else is going to be taking business off you. So use every day as much as you can. All right, and the last one, number 10, there's 4 other social media tips here. And this was the number 10. It was choose your platform. So at first I was going Facebook, Instagram. I was trying to do them both. I still use them both, but I just duplicate, copy, paste what I put on Facebook and just put it on Instagram. I don't focus on Instagram. So choose your platform and try and become a pro at one before the other. You know, don't try and do multiple platforms. If you feel that you can, then, you know, that's up to you. Good stuff. There's no way I can, so I'll stick to Facebook for now. Pick your passion. So what he was saying about picking your passion was, like, if you love to cook, make that your passion on Facebook. I'm still really learning this because I've got too many things I like to do and talk about. So pick one thing. If you love cooking and you want to start focusing on joining cooking groups and talking about cooking and posting pictures of cooking, then, you know, pick a passion you're going to focus on. Treat your business like a business. That's kind of repetitive throughout the whole thing. And then just be consistent. So every single day, do something for your business every day. Give yourself, even if you've only got half an hour, if you've got something you can do in 30 minutes, 10 minutes of you know, famming someone, 10 minutes of commenting and posting, and then set 10 minutes of replying or something. I don't know. Just do something consistently every day. Okay, so that's the 10 for them. Okay, 4 types of posts. All right, here's where Bob and Mary. So anyone who has listened to Frazer, he talks about Bob and Mary all the time. Hey, Bob. Hey, Mary. So I thought, I'm not changing their names because I've come to love Bob and Mary. So I've given them little stick figures here because that's about all I could have drawn if I was going to draw them. All right, so there's 4. So I've put both there. So you've got Bob and Mary. You've fammed them. They're in your Facebook friends list now. So he talked about educational posts. So educational posts can be your Facebook Lives. So it could be about, like I did one the other day. It wasn't 90 seconds. He talks about 90 seconds. It's like 7.5 minutes. But I have I've never been a skincare person, but I've been loving the True Science stuff. So I got on, I put on the sink, and I had the camera there, and I literally just did the product. I talked about True Science and did my face routine on the camera. Now that is totally out of my comfort zone, doing something like that. So, but it's educational as well. It's also personal. It's a bit of a mixture. So put something educational on there about the product, or even, you know, anything. Like I know I've been putting stuff on about, you know, glutathione, and then, you know, other stuff to do with the different products within LifeVantage and Protandem and stuff like that. So we do that. Then, okay, personal. So personal is where you can use your story a lot. I know Janelle uses her story a bit because I see her, you know, stories coming up. I've used it a few times, the stories as well. So you can get a bit more personal there. If you don't like using stories on Facebook or Instagram, you don't know how that is, just put something personal. Get people to know who you are. I love putting things about my grandson when I have him over and stuff like that. So they get to personally see inside your life a little bit. So the next one is motivational. So putting something there to help motivate others. And I know I've seen a few of you that I have on my Facebook friends now that do that. Some people just need a post sometimes to go, oh my God, I need to like take care of myself, or it's okay. Whatever the post is to keep them motivated about anything, you know, that's all it takes sometimes to get someone to go, okay, that's all I needed. I'm, you know, into it today and I'm motivated. The next one is a really, really important one, and he focuses on this a fair bit, and he's mentioned it a lot, is conversational. You want conversations on Facebook. You don't want reactions. So you don't want likes and hearts and sad faces or angry face. You don't want all that reactions. You want comments on your post, because the comments is what's going to get your algorithms up and get your Facebook out there on, out in Facebook world. He does always suggest, and everyone's going to be different when it comes to their Facebook, to not have it on private. It needs to be public. Your Facebook needs to be public for it to work for your business. If you don't like to do that, then that's perfectly fine. But this is how all this works and how you get the action and the traction on your Facebook. So you could have, and I was supposed to put a screenshot of one of my Facebook posts here. So I tried it after I did this training, and this was his online summit that I got this out of his online summit just last week. And it was, you could have 250 reactions and 3 comments, and it really means nothing for Facebook, because there's people out there that can actually pay for reactions. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could pay a little bot to give reactions to people or get reactions for yourself. I didn't know that. So you could have 1 reaction and a whole heap of comments. That's what you want. You want interaction on your page. And I am consistently doing that now. So one of my posts, when I looked at it earlier, I had like, I think it was 5 or 6 reactions, and I've got like now 160 comments on there. So it's not 160 people commenting, it's people who have commented and I've answered. And someone's comment and I've answered. So you have to make sure you reply to your comments. Having someone comment and you do nothing is you're not having a conversation. You're not interacting with the people on your Facebook. So you really have to reply. And it doesn't have to be instantly. If I've got my phone on my hand, I will do that. But, you know, you slot your time in whenever you want Facebook and what you're going to do, then get in and reply and talk to people that way. And that's what eventually will bring in the dollars, as you see down the bottom. Okay, 4. I hope you've got some good information out of that one. Rightio, the shipping business. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck is this chick on about? The shipping business. I don't even know bloody shipping business. Anyway, we'll get on to this one. Okay, the first one, friendship. So there's where the first ship comes in, friendship. This is where you fam. You find, you add, and you message. And I know Gill talks about this all the time, fam, fam, fam. So a couple of weeks ago, Gill put something up about, let's see, you know, how many people we can fam and add to our Facebook. So I think I was on about 690 or something around about there when we first did the screenshot. I think I'm like over the 800, over 800 or something now since that there. So I've like got a couple of hundred extra people just in the last few weeks from famming. But that means that I've probably actually fammed about 1,000 people in that time because not everyone's going to add you. But a big thing here is don't just find an ad. Don't just find someone and add them. You have to message. Now, there's probably a whole other session you could do around that, but just make sure. It might be, hey, Mary, hey, Bob, where we have mutual friends. If you haven't added all your, you know, people that have got mutual friends, we've got, you know, a few mutual friends that I thought it'd be really awesome to connect. Hope you don't mind, whatever. Just something really simple like that to get a conversation going, and they're more than likely going to add you then. Okay, friendship. Relationship. So there's the next ship in our business. So this is where you laud them. So if you haven't heard of lauding before, laud, you ask them their location, what their occupation is, what they do for recreation, and what their dreams are. So there's another 4 different things you can talk about to get some conversation going to help with that, building that relationship. Okay, entrepreneurship. The next ship, we've got 3 ships so far. This is where you send a curious message. So this is literally a Frazer Brooks statement at the bottom. It's, hey, Bob or Mary, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on a game-changing product that's helping people all over the world during these troubling times? No worries if not. I just thought I would ask. So I literally use that exact thing. I mean, I haven't got like a whole heap, but I'm consistent with it. I just keep using that same one. I remember it. I can type it in really quick, whether it's on my phone or the computer, and then I'll leave it at that. A lot of people just ghost you and they don't even reply. They just totally ignore you. Now, I try this both ways. I try this straight away in the direct way, and I do it when I fam, depending on who they are. So I might find ad and I might directly message them the curious message. Some people will think, oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. That's up to you. But I'm doing a bit of both. I'm doing direct messaging straight with the curious message, and I'm doing some conversational ones just to see which one's going to work the best. So hence why still learning all this stuff. Okay, the next shipping is partnership. So this is where you've now fammed, you've lauded, you've got your curious message out, and someone's gone, heck yeah, I'm going to join this ship. I'm going to jump this ship. So you're going to introduce them to the business. You're going to get them connected with their why, so you can go through the whoop with them if you want to. One fly annoying me, sorry. And then you're going to set them up, and what Frazer talks about, like pretend it's a 4-year apprenticeship, because you're not going to put an apprentice out on the job and just let them work alone. So you still want to interact with them. If they look comfortable and they're getting into things, you might not have to. But if you've got someone that started, that's, not quite getting their feet on the ground and not sure, keep checking in with them and giving them tips and ideas and try and help them through it. If they start and then they don't go anywhere and they don't want to, well, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. At the end of the day, they chose to join the business. If they don't want to do anything for it, that's not your problem. That's up to them. So don't think it's got to do with you. Okay. All right. Now the last one is leadership. So we create a community and culture. So community, as he said, equals communication and unity. So we've definitely got that. We've always got community, communication. Everyone's talking. Every single day someone is asking something or helping out or putting something on their Facebook. And Gillian's been putting a heap of stuff in our group. You know, there's heaps of stuff there where everyone's communicating, and that brings us all together and we are stronger as a team to help each other out. Okay, so that's the shipping business. All done. I thought it was weird when I heard it too, but now you understand, well, he calls it the shipping business. Okay, now these are the last ones. I'm not sure on time. I'm not even looking at the time. Am I right for time? Okay, cool. This is the second last slide. So these are just a few extra tips. So balance out your personal development and your activity. So too much of one, you'll go around in circles. So this is, I'm going to do it. I can't see myself, so I'm like talking to a screen and Gillian's face in the corner. That's it. So this is what he did. So I'm over here. This is me. I'm my business over here. And I'm going to try and get over there to get to where my business needs to be, not to we. Okay, so my right foot is personal development. My left foot is activity. So I'm going to do personal development today. I'm going to be doing personal development today. No activity yet. Personal development, personal development, personal development. It ain't going to work. But if you do personal development, then you do some activity, and then you do personal development, and then you do activity, there you go. Then you move closer to where you want to be. And I thought that was pretty cool analogy and how he put it there. All right. So another one. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't just think you might be able to do it or think you can do it, actually do it. No one is perfect straight away. And I know there's lots of people talk about when you're a kid, when your child was little and they fall over and they're learning to walk, you don't tell them, get up, stupid, you should know how to walk. It's the same thing. You are learning, but the more you get out of your comfort zone and the more that you do things that you wouldn't normally do, the more you grow, the more you learn. Next time you do something slightly different and you become better at it. And then before you know it, you become a pro and you're like getting on lives and you're, calling whatever you do, whatever you don't do now that you want to do, just do it. Just do it. Okay, now this is a big one. This is a really big one. So this is finding 50 people from your friends list who you can connect with every day, even if it's just an emoji. So literally, if you've got time over the day, break it up into, 10 people at a time. If you can break it up and you can find 50. So I've got a notebook. I've got notebooks everywhere, but this is my list of 50 at the moment, and I'm going to use that at the moment. So I've got 50 people written down. And I literally go through that every day, the 50 people, and whether it's an emoji or I comment, that's awesome, whatever it is, just because that gets that communication and you're interacting with them and stuff like that. All right, so I already spoke about commenting beats reaction, so I won't go over that one again. So this is now one more last activity that if you want to do, you can do. It's the 5 by 5 by 5. So what I want you to do is find 5 groups to join. So this is where you're going to get your people to fam from. So if you like camping, so I love motorhomes and coaches. So I've joined, motorhomes and coaches and, group. I love gardening with my succulents, so I'll join succulent group. Whatever it is you like, cooking or, whatever it is, fitness. Find 5 groups to join. Find 5 posts within those groups and comment 5 words or more. Do that. That's another thing you can do every day. Of course, if you don't have time to do all these activities every day, it might be just once you've found your 5 groups, every day you find 5 posts on each group and make 5 comments. That might be it. 25 things. It's really quick. It'll take you maybe 10, 15 minutes to do it. So that's it. There's one more, last one. And I want you to think, I think this every day. At the end of the day, I go, would I hire myself tomorrow based on the work I did today? So if I'm a business, I've got a business, what did I do today for my business? Would I hire myself? If you say no, then lift your game and get your butt into gear and do more. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope you got some really good tips out of that. And yeah, thank you very much for letting me present that, Gill.
Thank you, Christine. Oh my goodness, your energy is absolutely contagious.
I need to get, how do I now? I need to unshare. Sorry, stop sharing.
Stop share.
Yeah. That's it. I found it. Okay, there we go. All right, done.
So many nuggets. And just, oh my goodness, just so much information there. It's amazing. And I really do love that last quote. I remind myself of that all the time. When I'm not seeing results, I look back and I think, okay, would I be paying myself now for what I've done in that last few weeks? And if I can be really honest with myself, sometimes I think, you know what, I probably haven't put in enough to be getting the paycheck that I'm wanting. So yeah, it's a good reminder, really good reminder. Is there anybody who had any quick questions? I know we're at 8:45, so if there's anyone had any quick questions at all, feel free to unmute, ask Christine, or pop them in the comments. Seeing lots of amazings and thank yous in the comments. Everyone,
I've just seen all them.
There was a lot.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much again, Christine. That was phenomenal. Have a great week, everyone. Remember all these events we've got coming up. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, Saturday morning, tomorrow success training at 12 p.m. for Australia and New Zealand. So lots of great things on. Stay plugged in and we'll see you all soon.